Hey everyone, Tuna here. Today we're going to take a look at a new strategy our Discord server has been putting together. It is a R17, that's reward 17 P1 run. That means all possible rewards in a P1. This is going to be a casual kind of overview of the strategy and process behind it. Won't go really in depth into the math, just a simple explanation on what we're doing and why we do it. Thank you to Hacks, Heika, and Tony, that would be Snowbell, Faye, and Ryko, for joining me on this one. This will be a little bit more challenging than a normal P1 run, but it's just a nice way. This would definitely be the fastest possible way to farm Katie. Pick up the dragon pods for a moment here. You can see Snowbell's back there, dropping some rocks out of the way so Katie doesn't stutter on her way through. We're making our way over here. Tony breaks the barrier so she doesn't pause, and then we go for mount hits. 1, 2, and 3. Those 3 mount hits will make it a lot easier to mount her in area 4. We prime those. Snowbell will get a 4th one later on her transition from area 1 to 2, and that will make a instant mount in area 4. We go for the rock drop as well as some cannon damage. Cannons missed a little bit, so we're going to have to focus those horns later when she pops out of the tunnel in area 1. Normally we'd all focus this arm, but she dropped in an unusual position. You can see now that she's molten. That usually happens once she pops out of the tunnel in area 1 in our normal strategy, but we go for an early molten here. That's going to let us do a little bit more damage. Dropping some bombs on the chest for more part breaks. You can see that we have 3 parts now. We'll place some bombs here. Again, we didn't get the cannon damage on the horns, so we'll be bombing the horns. Normally you would just bomb the chest. We're priming the dragon pods now. You only need 4, but as long as you get them during her transition, it doesn't matter how many you do. Again, it has to be during the transition, or else you might waste that flinch in area 1. Now it's important to note that you can flinch her as many times with dragon pods and pods in general until she furies. Once she has furied, she can only be pod KO'd 1 time. We're restocking for a moment while Snowbell goes and gets that 4th mount hit. What we're looking to do now is break the horn plating in area 2. We'll do this by shooting her head, and then afterwards we'll follow up with rock steady on everyone. We'll drop some fireworks and a health booster. The fireworks, and they have to be fall fireworks. The fall fireworks will automatically detonate the bombs for us because they have a little bit of damage. They have a collision box. It's important to note that if you restock during her transition from area 1 to 2, you actually don't waste any time. It takes about that long, if you're quick, for her to go from 1 to 2. So this is the first dig. Right now we're breaking a little bit apart. Waiting for her to get into a good position, everybody on the same side, so that when we break the horns we can follow up immediately instead of having to scramble. So Now is a good spot. We break the horns. Horn plating gone. I throw down my fireworks, and I start throwing down my barrel bombs. You can see that Heika follows up with a health booster. The health booster is mostly going to prevent us from taking excessive damage. It is possible, in the worst possible case scenario, that the bombs can kill you. If I'd put the next round of bombs down, we probably would have broken the horns immediately, but I backed off a little bit. You can see Faye's there shooting slicing ammo to deal damage to her horns after the horn plating break, because her horns go from a thunder weak hit zone value to an ice weak hit zone value. And since we're not using ice labo guns, slicing's the next best option we have available. She goes for her second dig. Now we are going to be counting parts. You can see that we're using the Wyvern Blast here. Light bowgun doesn't have exceptionally good single target damage, so we're using the blast as a damage supplement to help break that chest. So we've got 2 parts now. We're looking to break the third and the fourth. There's the third. So since we have 3 and we're only looking to break 1 part, we don't want to accidentally break something else. We focus the tail as we shoot through it. It only has the opportunity of breaking 1 part. We're not going to have to worry about breaking the other side. Get the part break and we go back. We're going to be swapping to our Area 4 gear because we're only 1 part away from transitioning in Area 3. We go for 3 Ice Dual Blades and an Ice CC bow. This is going to be your highest combined damage for Area 4. It's important that you need consistent and high damage because we are going to be bombing the tail instead of putting all of our bombs on the head. That means we're going to be missing quite a bit of damage right out of the gate. In Area 3, what we're looking to do is just find a part that's weak, break it, and go on to Area 4. I believe they go for her right skirt. You can see that Snowbell and Faye are there. I believe they break it right there. She releases. Snowbell is back there shooting sleep ammo. This primes the sleep so that she can be slept pretty early in Area 4, as opposed to wasting a little bit of time. We go for just a little bit of tail damage. It's not super necessary, but I mean, any little bit helps. Make sure you watch for snipes. She likes to do her laser move from behind that rock. Snowbell's back there, applying the sleep coat. We all huddle around the left arm. That's where you're going to want to put your bombs. She always drops to her left. Small bomb to detonate, and then reapply bombs. Now normally we would apply 2 more sets of bombs on the horns, but for the tail break we go back. Drop 2 bombs. Move out of the way of the explosion so you don't waste time getting back up. Drop another set of bombs. Try to get out of the way. apply your last bomb. Just a little more damage needed here. Snowbell gets the mount. We get the bow mount because the damage is so required. The dual blades will have the most time possible to get prepared. You know, grab your dash juice, grab your affinity booster. She dropped in an odd location. We were prepared for her to drop near that rock. This is the first time, honestly, that I've ever seen her drop like this, but so these dual blades are actually missing out on a little bit of damage. That tells you how consistent this damage can be. We finally get another affinity booster down, but there was probably a good 1,000 damage missed there, if not more. Heika throws on an impact mantle just to make sure we get that third KO. I throw on my temporal just in case we need a freestyle, but we get a pod KO pretty early in there. We're going to deal enough damage to cause a head flinch, at which point you have like 3,000 health left or something like that, and it's pretty quick to come after that. So there you go, guys. Every part broken. That is an R17 and a P1. Pretty fun strategy. Requires maybe a little bit of extra skill. I wouldn't say too terribly much more. Certainly a fun way to take your group if you guys have already mastered the P1 strategy. Just go for that R17. That's an extra box. This would definitely be the fastest way to farm. Appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, comments, let us know. I know I wasn't super in depth. I just kind of wanted to do a casual explanation of what was going through our minds. Again, thank you to Tony, Hax, and Heika for joining me on that.
And thanks for watching the video, guys. Yes, that's right, it's Jinx. You thought you were free of me, did you? I am immortal. But seriously, thank you so much to Hax, Tony, Heika, and of course Tuna for the run. I have been in a testing and editing hole for the past few days and I haven't been able to do any P1 runs. Now of course this isn't the world's first R17 P1, but the Discord has been hard at work figuring out different strategies to make them consistent and repeatable. With the information in this video, you can go try it out yourself now. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a like. And of course, if you have any questions or if you're interested in us doing a more in-depth guide on R7 P1s, be sure to leave a comment below. Thank you as always to Honey for making the tools we use to make sets. And if you'd like to find some people to do ATKT with, be sure to check out our Discord server, the Mathalos Nest. We have a very large pool of PC and PS4 hunters looking to group up. Be sure to check out our Twitter where we put out updates about videos and just random things that interest us. And be sure to check out Tuna on Twitch. He streams Monster Hunter World and a bunch of different games almost every day. He is definitely the person to look to for live demonstrations of P1s. I am just math and editing robot. Beep boop. And if you want to help support us with bringing out this content to you guys, be sure to check out our Patreon. And an especially big thank you to Ray Enriquez, Xponage, XCLK07, Heika, Milky Powder, Muhammad, Yoshi Cho, John Cohen, Lithoboli, Robin, Bram Orsel, Lightweight, Skylar Yang, Checkleman, Lupin, Mongus, Zinv, Lord Sidonay, Rodolph, Jamie, and everyone else on Patreon who supports us. Seriously, thank you all so much. Your generosity is what helps keep this channel alive and keeps me pumping out videos. Even math robots have to eat. Beep nom boop nom. Anyway, we have plenty more ATKT videos as well as plenty other videos on the way. So, you know, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all that YouTube stuff, because that's how you see stuff when we put it out as soon as it comes out and stuff. Anyway, happy hunting, hunters. See you guys on the next one. Bye.